Hey guys, Dean here. In today's video, we'll be checking out 15 games that either copied Minecraft or were inspired by Minecraft in some way. Games that tried to copy Minecraft to a T, and some that became something else entirely. Let's begin. Number 15, FortressCraft. Way back in the days, at the height of the Xbox 360, Xbox Live Arcade games were a big thing, and Minecraft, seeing some newfound success at the time, hadn't been ported yet to consoles, meaning only PC players had access to play it. The developers of FortressCraft saw this gap in the market, and they released a similar game inspired by Minecraft on the Xbox Live Indie Game Store. Taking inspiration from Minecraft, Infiniminer, and Dwarf Fortress, this voxel-based game used Xbox Live avatars as player models for a more personalized approach. Players basically had full freedom to build worlds block by block, alone or with friends. There were no constraints or quests and objectives. Nowadays, FortressCraft Evolved is the new title, and you can play it on Steam on the computer. Number 14, CastleMiner Z. This features the same kind of infinite world like Minecraft with some interesting points of interest, but with scary monsters to fight, buildable structures, and craftable weapons and tools from the raw gatherable materials. This game has more of a horror feel than Minecraft does. It's a co-op survival horror with block-based mechanics in a changing world. The difference here is the feature of the modern weapons which you fight zombie hordes and the dragons with. There's a few different modes in CastleMiner. Endurance mode, which challenges you to survive as long as possible in a randomized world with permanent deaths just like hardcore Minecraft. Survival mode, which has buildable permanent structures and long-winded progression-based gameplay. Creative mode with more simplified crafting and configurable enemy threat levels and spawning for building in peace. And dragon survival mode, where you basically just fight wave upon wave of dragons. Number 13, Eden World Builder. This iOS game is a world featuring the building of personal creations, with a sandbox-based experience with building and destruction in an endless world. There's huge worlds and a lot of minerals to build with a large color palette, fire and explosives, fireworks, portals, paint bombs, lights, doors, and treasure cubes. There's a lot of creatures, some being lovable passive ones and some aggressive hostile ones. There's the ability to share builds across the community and explore friends' worlds. Now, just like Minecraft, there's a fair deal of biomes in this game. The game itself, though, looks and feels just like Minecraft, but if you were to use a slightly darker and more detailed rustic texture pack. Number 12, Manic Digger. Manic Digger is a 3D voxel-based building game where you build a home in an open world in single player or online. With single player and multiplayer support, this game actually has full custom texture support with a pretty decent server-based modding API. The worlds are pretty large too, measuring at 9,984 by 9,984 by 128 in their size. Now, if you like FPS games, there's actually a war-based FPS game mode too. Most people playing this game are here for building, so they're best playing the creative mode where there's no limits to the blocks that you place, without the worry of resource collecting or crafting. Of course, survival mode is there too if you want some kind of progression to work towards and to collect and create things the hard way. Number 11, Mythruna. Mythruna is Minecraft but with some fantasy elements to it, namely the fact that there's playable races, with many that are unplayable. Some of these include humans, elves, and dwarves, to name a few. Although the game is similar in design to Minecraft, there's some alternate and more complex elements. The game is very vibrant with a more realistic looking sky and classic looking bright blue water, with some bright magical looking effects and particles. Some elements like thatched roofing and logs and grass are much more realistic looking than the rest of the world in the game. Number 10, WinterCraft. Now imagine Minecraft if it was exclusively set in a cold winter climate. Let's just say you're in a snowy hills biome and you get WinterCraft, where you have to survive in a harsh temperature by building houses in the forest and hunting for food. In this extreme survival game for mobile, you can build a pretty honest looking home and decorate it. There's still the ore gathering and mountain generation. Like some games on this list, you can also experience both survival and creative, and you can play a range of custom maps like mini worlds, flat worlds, and some other generators. Number 9, UBlox. UBlox, or UBlox for short, was a humble Minecraft clone project starting way back in 2010. It had the concept to be better than Minecraft, with the hopes of adding modes modes like Capture the Flag, Fort Wars, Doom-style FPS, and Deathmatch modes. The game features around 3,000 placeable blocks, and there's also a colour picker of 32 million possible colours. The multiplayer could handle around 100 plus players with built-in fly and no-clip abilities. With smooth FPS and variable map size to a near infinite value, the game has 100 or more custom commands for members and admins or operators. There's also dynamic flowing water and lava that damages players, with the ability to soak it up with sponges. Sounds like Minecraft? Well, it's pretty much the same like a lot of the games on the list. The game also features native anti-griefing functions by design, such as jailing, banning, and kicking griefers. With realistic looking stars featured in its full day and night cycle, and plants, flowers, and flora, this was actually a pretty promising game project built with the XNA game developer kit. You'll notice a lot of these Minecraft clones aim to be something more, and they usually feature a lot of features that you'd expect from a mod or a plugin in the actual game. Number 8, WorldCraft 3D Build and Craft. This one is a fairly new game with online multiplayer and survival mechanics to build a small world. Of course, it has mining and resource gathering and survival metrics like hunger and mobs to battle and animals to interact with. There's funny mini worlds in this game with pet taming of wolves and ocelots and horse riding. You can use 300 plus themed skins and play on more than 10 original predefined maps. For a free mobile game, there's some pretty good 3D HD graphics, and there's texture packs for the blocks too. You'll notice that a lot of these Minecraft clones seem to be on mobile. I'm not sure if there's some kind of legal loophole, but a lot of them are so close to Minecraft that it's really surprising that these games are actually online. Number 7, Mineclone. Hence its name, this Minecraft clone isn't actually looking to disguise itself as something different. It's pretty open and honest about what it is. Mineclone is a web game that had a ton of iterations. Dropping in 2013, it's a low-tier Minecraft clone with daily tasks, a large world with animals, and creative gameplay. Now, although there's a few sequel games, the original is fairly bare bones, with a pre-built house and world. You get a pickaxe that's surprisingly actually animated, and some food which I don't even know if it works. This game is just like Minecraft Classic, with a block picker that lets you place or break the blocks available across the categories. And the water is actually really surprisingly nice. Number 6, Earthcraft. Another app on the Play Store, this clone features hunting and fishing features, and it lets you explore or to be a farmer, ride horses, or build a zoo with the animals. The game has some biomes like forests, frozen ice spike fields, and a few others which are inspired by Minecraft's. None of these games cease to amaze me with their real close features, but it's always fun to see what people make. Number 5, MultiCraft Build and Mine. Build and destroy blocks, get resources, and create various tools, blocks, and weapons which you can survive and create unique buildings is the description of this app. You can be a hunter in survival or a creative builder. You get the deal by this point, it's been repeated many times. This game tries to simulate Minecraft almost to a T, as there's basically all the items you can think of from vanilla Minecraft, like diamonds and diamond armor, but with items you'd expect from a mod, like emerald pickaxes and some special extra blocks which are completely fresh. Not to mention there's a little bit of a different interface, with an extra HUD at the top of the screen which also has a map with it too. Number 4, Crafting and Building. This mobile game is perhaps the most popular Minecraft-like or Minecraft clone out there, and it's so unbelievably close to Minecraft that it's just like you're playing Mojang's game. Just watch some gameplay of this game to see just how much it looks like Minecraft and how exactly it plays like it. Number 3, Terasology. Terasology is an open source game that was inspired by Minecraft and served as a playable tech demo concept that's kind of become its own platform and project as a whole. This voxel world is really likable, and it's a super extensive game which was built from the ground up that's designed to be modular with community plugins and game extensions. This game actually looks beautiful, and the realistic water and shaders and the graphics are impressive for a community project. This game is just like playing Minecraft but with graphical extensions and really good support to it. Number 2, Minetest. Minetest features survival, creative, and player PvP modes. The game has huge 62k by 62k by 62k maps, with 31,000 mineable vertical blocks underground and the same up to the sky. This game has multiplayer, texture pack support, and a range of different engine-based map generators. Players can make games with the Lua-based programming language API to write scripts which add items or change the gameplay. Using the same API, there's a ton of mods ranging to over 1,100 or more at this point, which expands the game exponentially. Open source projects like this one that aim to emulate Minecraft but then extend its capabilities or become its own animal entirely are the projects to actually rate. They're not blatant copies, but they take an idea that they like and they try to add features which their favorite game doesn't have. Number 1, Survivalcraft 2. For mobile and Windows Store, Survivalcraft 2 is a block terrain gen game that starts you on an infinite deserted island to survive on, where you have to find food and make clothing in your safety shelter. The island itself has lions, tigers and bears. The 5 main modes include Harmless, which reduces fall damage and removes the need to eat or sleep, Challenging, which makes death easy but offers respawning, Cruel, which is this game's version of Hardcore, where you have 1 life and the worlds are lost upon death, Adventure mode to play through pre-made quest maps, and Creative mode for flying and building with a full palette of blocks. And that concludes this video on the top 15 Minecraft copy games or games inspired by Minecraft. Now, you either found this video extremely interesting to learn about what these games are and what they offer, or maybe you found a free game because you can't afford Minecraft. But either way, if you enjoyed the video or found some kind of value in it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And tell me in the comments below which was your favorite of these 15 games that are like Minecraft and why did you like them. And if you know of any other Minecraft copy games that I didn't mention, drop those in the comments too, because I always find them so interesting to research and learn about. And remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.